Hello, gamers, or viewers, or something like that. Today I will be ranking all Cuphead abilities. So, abilities and charms and all that stuff. Basically everything. The pea shooter. I think it's a pretty solid weapon, but it's not too great because you're gonna have to buy some new weapons, more damage, so you can defeat bosses more easy. So it's good. It's getting a B tier. Pea shooter's EX is probably an A tier because it can be really useful while using the pea shooter, and it's very, very, very helpful. The spread shot. Now, I only use this for a couple bosses, but when it does put good use for me, when I use it, it does a really good job. It's just not as good as some other shots I've been across. The EX for the spread is getting a B tier, mainly because most of the time you sort of have to be just inside the boss to do all that damage it can do. So it's the EX is very, very useful for someone like Beppy the Clown though. So Chaser, probably for me a B tier. It's just mid, but it has very accurate damaging. So its shots are very accurate. So you're basically doing non-stop damage to the thing. I mean the boss. So they're very useful. I'm giving the EX for Chaser. Yeah, Chaser it was called. A C tier only because you have to get up close and personal with the boss, and unlike the spread shot, it doesn't do too much damage. The lobber is probably a very high C tier, mainly because it's only good on let's say. Honestly, I only find it appealing on Grim Matchstick. I mean, yeah, it's not too great everywhere else. Yeah, it's just not. But when it does come to good use, same thing with the spread shot. When it does come to good use, it does a really good job. Aside from but it's getting a C tier because it's only great for one boss to me. Maybe the queen bee. Maybe. The EX is the highest, probably one of the highest of B tier, mainly because it can be very, very useful. It's just a bigger lobber, but if it hits, big damage. The uncharged shot is very bad, mainly because when I play Cuphead on my Nintendo, I have to instead of just holding the shot button down, I have to tap it a bunch of times. Also, it doesn't do great damage. I don't find this shot really very appealing to use. I don't like it. The charge shot is probably a B tier for me. Don't give me a bunch of reasons why it's really, really, really good in the comments. I just, I'm not really used to charging it up at second. Also, if you dash, this might not sound like a big problem, but it is. When you dash, it doesn't hold. So, But it does great damage, so probably higher than the lobber. EX. I'm not a big fan of the EX for charge. I don't know why. I guess I just haven't used it that much, but I have used it before. Roundabout was our first S tier, easy S tier. So the aiming shots. If you turn around, they won't hit. And with the round, it doesn't have far range, but if you turn around, it is so great. Also, it does really, really good damage, which is my favorite weapon in the game. The EX for Roundabout is a solid B tier because it just it does jobs well. Hold on, let me put spread in front of these guys. Yep. It does its purpose well, but like yeah, sometimes you have to like focus on like jumping because when the thing hits you, you can't really like undo stuff. Like it will just what I mean is it'll hit you. If the EX hits you, then it just stops. The crack shot is probably a low S tier. It does great damage and not too great damage. Better than the chaser and like doesn't have too great aim, but if you don't know what to choose, I would recommend this one. Its EX is also the highest of A tier, mainly because like if you're using, let's say, the heart ring, it can be very, very useful for that. The converge is like I haven't used this a lot, but from my experience of using it, it's the C tier. It's not too great. I don't like its EX either because I hate the twist up. It does do the same damage as the roundabout if you hit all 3 twisters, but at the same time, you have to like try and you have to actually hit everything in order for it to be effective, and that's sort of hard to do. So yeah. Its EX is actually pretty good though. So yeah, B tier for it. The mini bullets, honestly for me, like high D tier. Only because middle of B tier. Cause like if you try and it's good if you're like close to the plane boss and make yourself short and all that. The darts are pretty good. I would say an A tier. Because Oh wait, I forgot this is the EX of the spread. Hold on, let me put that back down there. Well, it's better than these. This thing is the EX. It's very, very effective. So higher than the darts probably. The bombs, I would have to give them a B tier. Mainly because like they have a slow firing, and that can get pretty annoying. The magnets are like a C tier. I don't like them. Like I've used them before and they're not that great. These things. Probably an A tier above the darts because like they go in every direction and it's not easy and it's pretty easy to hit all. For me, but that's just my opinion. The triple darts, EX. I know, same place as the cupheads ones. Now these do insane. Mischance grenades do insane damage, but at the same time, for me, they just don't hit. They just don't hit well. So see, like what I mean by they don't hit well is they're not too great. The downward EX thing for it is slightly better, just because it's like it's the dart EX, but slightly worse because it goes down. Miss Chalice is an A tier because like I don't know. She has fun gameplay, but I have no words. The heart ring is an easy S tier. You get hard from parrying, and if you like spin around in the circle, like after so if you want to go into a boss, then Jimmy the Great will give you like wishes. I'm pretty sure. And if you like get all of your parries, then you could get up to 9 HP. Like that's crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I haven't really unlocked these charms around here. I'm gonna have to leave them out since I can't really write. I have this one, and I have used it. I'm not a big fan of it, but I think it deserves, like, yeah, it stays there. Wait, where's Lopper again? Hold up, guys. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, Cuphead Super Art 1. This one is an S tier for me. Because, like, it's super useful. Like, it does similar damage to the charge shot, where you can do really easily. But, like, I think the Super Art is very, very useful. Super Art 2 is like a C tier, because, like, it only gives you invincibility for 5 seconds. It's nothing too special. Super Art 3 is an A tier for me, because, like, it can be very effective, but, like, sometimes I get hit while using it. Honestly, I don't really like I don't really like Chalice's Super Art 1. It's basically the same thing, but, like, differently angled. I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of the angling. Dude, Chalice's Super Art 2 is so good. More HP. Hey, I'm always down for more HP, so, you know. Chalice's, honestly, this is an A tier. Chalice's Super Art 3 is an A tier. It does a lot of damage, but, like, you know, sometimes I don't really get how to, sometimes I don't use it correctly. That's my fault, but, I also think 2 is slightly better. 2 is above, Cuphead's number 1. Cuphead's, thing. Yeah, this is an S tier, because, like, well, play the game and you'll see why. And Miss Chalice's one is above Cuphead's one. They're the same thing, but Miss Chalice's one does 1 more damage. It's crazy, 1 more damage is crazy. Anyway, that's my final ranking of the tiers. So, thanks for watching this, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.